Hi everyone, so this is vlog number, I think number 7, it'll be in the description of the video anyway. And I think it's about 9 days since I did my last vlog. I've just come out to one of my favourite little spots to sit. I've already seen an array of wildlife, which is exactly what I wanted to see today. I needed it this morning. So what's been happening? Okay, so we're about halfway through the experiment. Things have been a bit strange this week, so actually I'll just refer back to another vlog. I mentioned a couple of vlogs ago that there was someone in my life who I felt was very, in modern terms speak, a kind of a toxic influence in my life, or a toxic friend. And something happened which meant that that person didn't disappear from my life, but kind of took a back burner for a while. And this is someone I used to talk to every day, someone I've known for a really long time. And they ended up coming to visit me at work because they didn't like the fact that we weren't communicating on a daily basis. And what that actually did was confirm to me how toxic they are, because the way that they behaved in their visit to me at work was pretty awful. I won't go into details because there's no point really dwelling on that kind of negative energy, but it was a really nice confirmation for me that it was the right thing to do to let this person go. And I haven't heard from them since. And that was, I think, 2 weeks ago now, two weekends ago, maybe 3, not sure now. Doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, they've just fallen away from my life without me doing anything. Which, that is one of the, if you follow Abraham Hicks at all, if you listen to their teachings, you know that that is something that happens when you come into alignment, when you come into more alignment with your inner being, with your source, to know that you are source, you are an extension, a physical extension of source energy. And when you come more into alignment, the people and the situations around you that don't serve you fall away. And that's exactly what has happened. That's one thing. That's a really good thing. And I'm feeling, to start with, I felt a little bit guilty about it, because I feel like I'm abandoning this person. But I'm not abandoning them. They're just not, they're not ready to join me in my energy. That's one thing. I'm just going to change hands. Okay, so what else has been happening? I've got my Etsy shop up and running again, which is really good. It's been a very productive week, and I've been very aware of not trying to work too hard and listening to my energy and listening to myself when I'm feeling resistance against doing things, because there's no point in pushing and working hard on something if you're not feeling the right energy behind doing it. So I've been very conscious of doing that. And that has actually meant that I've got more done than I normally would. I found a little system, because part of, if you've ever had anything like an Etsy shop or any kind of shop like that, you know that one of the problems is it's very time consuming, very laborious to create the mock-ups and the pictures and the designs and then upload them and do the text and all that kind of thing. And it becomes, it is a copy and paste kind of thing after a while, and it becomes quite boring. But what I've actually done is devised a way to do that with some kind of audiobook on in the background, or something that I don't necessarily have to concentrate on fully, but I can absorb it. It's a really great podcast I've been listening to. I'll put a link to it down in the description below. I think it's called Next Level Soul Podcast, something like that. And it's the people they have on it are just fantastic. So I'll put a link to that, and I've been putting that on in the background while I've been doing the kind of boring things. So overall, the last sort of week or so has been very productive. As I said in my last vlog post, I'd manifested time, and I actually have to share this with you. I won't actually share with you what the idea was, But I had this inspirational idea last week about it would just be the most fantastic business idea ever to benefit, not to make me personally lots and lots of money. That wouldn't be the idea. The idea would actually be to benefit the community. I'm not going to say problem, but one of the obstacles to overcome is that it needs a massive cash injection to get started. So the idea is out there in the universe. I don't know how it's going to come to fruition, but I've put it out there that it's something I'd like to do. So let's see how that develops in the next sort of few months, possibly even years. There's time. But it was one of the best ideas I think I've ever had in my life. So, you know, I'm feeling really good about the future, but I'm also feeling really good about now. This is the thing with the manifestations. This is the thing with being in alignment. It's not about, and this is what is becoming really, really clear to me now. It's not about manifesting massive amounts of money and huge things in your life and all your desires and that kind of thing. It's about being in alignment. It's about feeling good. It's about creating something better for the whole world. And, you know, if there's anything that the last 3.5 years has taught us, it's that we need to have better systems in place. I'm not going to say we need a better world, because the world that we've got is actually, on the whole, really, really good. We're more awake than we ever were. We're more spiritual than we ever were. We're more open than we ever have been. You know, if you look past the corruption and tyranny that does and has gone on and will go on into the future, the vast majority of the planet is, in the Western world at least, on a pretty good trajectory, and it's gonna get better. And I feel right now that I need to be in a place to be part of that better world as it becomes. It's very grandiose, isn't it? Or is it? Let me know in the comments. I need to be in alignment. I need to feel good about where I am. This morning, before I went on this walk, I didn't feel good. We had one of those emergency test alert things, you know, just to test that that they can reach your phone whether you're connected to the internet or not. And that really put me in a really weird head state I've turned it off now on my phone. It put me in a weird head state to think that, you know, you're connected to the powers that be at all times. And it's not something that sits comfortably for me. So I'm going to meditate on that. I think I need to clean up my energy around that. That's my new sort of thing to clean up around, is the feeling of authority having some kind of power over me. You know, I'm so free I can choose to feel that way, as Abraham would say. The gorgeous big bird flying over there. I don't know if you can see it. I think it might be a buzzard by the sound of it. Yeah, so that's been the last week. Have I manifested any money? No, I haven't. Not, you know, huge amounts or anything. Is it important right now? Actually, no. I have, as I've put my Etsy shop up, I decided that's it. I just said that's it. Over to you now, universe. You do your thing. You bring the people that need to see my content to me. It's not my job. I put it out there. I need to create it, be inspired to create it, and then the universe sends the people to me that need to see it. So if you're seeing this, the universe sent you here. I'd love to know where you're from, what your story is. Tell me in the comments below. Tell me what kind of journey you're on. Tell me any successes or any failures that you've had. I'd be really interested to hear from you. And I'd say that's about it for this vlog for this week. I'm going to the city tomorrow to work for the weekend. Actually feeling a bit better about work than I have been the last sort of couple of weeks. I think because I've had a couple of weeks where I only worked 2-3 days a week. I'm doing 3 days this week, and that's good. That's a good amount for me to be working and to still enjoy it, because it's pretty hard work, but hard work in a good way. Kind of I like the movement of it. So, and I've got some good friends that I see pretty regularly there, so that's good. So tell me in the comments all about yourself. I'd love to hear about you and what your story is and what you're up to, where you're from. And I'll see you again for another vlog sometime next week. Have a great week. See you soon.